What up, y'all? It's your boy Martine here back with another one. It's your boy, the Boxing Purist. Welcome once again to the Truth and Absolute channel, where I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, good God Almighty. All right, y'all. So I just put out a video by Reese and Wilder, but you know, your boy's a boxing fan, and I try to support other channels on YouTube, right? I go looking at what they're doing, get ideas, see trending topics, see what to do and what not to do. And then I run into this interview by Joe Smith Jr. Now, you know what, man? It's a life lesson, I think. Think before you speak, okay? Really important. Think before you speak, because you might say something that might make you look silly later. So Joe Smith Jr., you know, he's doing an interview, and Joe Smith Jr. is a solid fighter. You know, the guy steps in the ring with everybody. He's a tough dude, right? He's been in there with Bivol, he's a tough guy. So they ask him a question, right? They're talking all kinds of boxing topics. Cool, yeah. You know, I'm liking the interview so far. Then they ask him on Canelo. And then, you know, he gives that trending Canelo answer right now, which I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's a payday for saying this silly stuff. And I don't want to come through like a Canelo apologetic, right? But the thing is that it's truth and absolute, baby, right? I try to keep it unbiased, and I always try to stand for what is right in the world of boxing. Life in general, but we're talking boxing right now. So Joe Smith Jr., right? He says, and hear me out. He says, I think Canelo is only picking fights that he could win, right? Trying to say that Canelo's picking easy fights. This is my thing, though. Bivol beat Joe Smith Jr. at 175, right? He beat Joe Smith Jr. Canelo jumped up from 168 to 175. Now listen to what you're saying. You take fights you think you could win. I hope to God that every fighter, when they step inside the ring, thinks they could beat the other guy. I don't know of a boxer in history that goes into a fight thinking, ooh, this dude might beat me. I mean, wouldn't that be like you're defeated from the start? So I hope every fighter is like, I could beat this dude. If not, this sport is not for you. So Joe Smith Jr. goes on to say that, and I'm thinking like, dog, really? You had to go there with it? Say that you want him to fight the great Hope Benavidez. Go ahead, say it. I want to see that fight too, damn it. I want to see him fight Benavidez too. But I also understand that boxing is a business. And to the promoters, the advisors, all those people, it's a business before it's a sport. Y'all got to understand that. Joe Smith Jr. he's familiar with that. He knows this, right? So it's like, Joe, you're going to say he's picking easy fights. So what does that say about you fighting Bivol when he jumped up a whole weight class to challenge a man that beat you? What are you trying to say about yourself? It gets me, yo. Why so much hate for Canelo? Listen here. And this is just my personal opinion, right? Y'all could agree or disagree and whatever, okay? If you are a true fan of the sport of boxing, I'm not talking about the boxing business. I'm not talking about pay-per-view buys. I'm not talking about following. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about if you've ever been in the ring, listen, I've sparred 2, maybe 3 times in my life. When I got in the ring and I sparred, it changed my whole view on the sport of boxing. I was a casual fan before that. I could say it now. After I sparred and I got caught and I saw the difficulty of it, I didn't spar champions, yo. I didn't spar even professionals. I'm a big guy. I sparred a couple of smaller dudes. And right there and then, that you have that moment, right? When you're like, okay, this ain't no joke. Much respect for these dudes. So without going too far off on the rabbit trail, I don't understand how you could be a fan of the sport of boxing and keep trying to knock Canelo. Look at the man fight. There's no such thing as a perfect fighter, but look at the man fight. Counterpuncher, defensively sound, could bang, could make adjustments inside the ring. Of course, there's things that he could be doing better. Every fighter can. Example, I'm no fan of LeBron James. If you know me, I am not a fan of LeBron. I would not go see his last game, his first game, his championship game. I am not a fan of LeBron James. But for me to say that LeBron is not an all-time great, I'm letting my emotions get in the way. Okay, I'm letting my emotions get in the way now, because simply because I am not a fan does not mean I'm going to say, yo, LeBron sucks. For me to say that, it's like, okay, you're not a fan of the sport of basketball. And it's the same thing with a fighter like Canelo. It's like people that say Floyd sucks. It's like people that say great fighters suck. It's like, yo, you don't have to be a fan. For you to give him his props is not to say that he's better than your favorite fighter or past great fighters of the past. But how could you be a fan of the sport and not respect what the man does and keep trying to take away from his accomplishments? It comes from a place of jealousy, and I don't like it. Right? So, my bad, y'all. I saw Joe Smith saying that, and it's really trendy right now, the hate on Canelo parade. And now I'm even wondering at this point, is it that people are fans of David Benavidez, or is he the last great hope to beat Canelo? I don't understand it. It reminds me of when Floyd Mayweather and Pac-Man were both shining at the same time. I questioned it. Is it that you like Manny Pacquiao that much? Or is he just your last hope to dethrone Floyd Mayweather? Right? It hits me the same exact way. So, anyhow, y'all, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, drop a comment down below. Let's talk boxing, I like to say. And if it's not too much to ask, hit that like button, y'all. Just, all right. Anyway, y'all, much love. God bless. I'll speak to y'all soon. Peace.